Emperor Dileepa. Emperor Dileepa was a great king in the line of the ancestors of Sri Rama. He was young, handsome, good, and dedicated to the Lord. He ruled the kingdom justly and powerfully. His wife was called Sudakshina and in every way was suited to him. Everything was perfect except that they had no children. Years rolled by. The king and queen decided to seek the blessings of their Kulaguru, sage Vashishta. The king entrusted the administration of the kingdom to his ministers and, accompanied by his wife, left in his chariot to meet his guru in the forest. They reached the ashram at sundown and were welcomed by the inmates. They prostrated before their guru, who blessed them and inquired after the reason for their coming. Dileepa opened up his heart to Vashishta, revealing that they were unhappy because they had no children. What should they do? Sage Vashishta closed his eyes and saw in his divine vision the cause of the queen's childlessness. After a while, he opened his eyes and said, "O Dileepa, there is a reason for this condition of yours. Long ago, when you went to the heavens to help Indra in his war with the demons, you were successful. While you were returning to your kingdom in Indra's chariot, passing through Nandavana, the divine cow Kamadhenu was standing under a Parijata tree. You did not see her as you were preoccupied with thoughts of your wife. In that state of mind, you failed to notice Kamadhenu and pay your respects to her. She felt neglected and cursed you that you will not have any children until you faithfully worship her child. This curse is the cause for your not having children. Now do not worry. Nandini, the child of Kamadhenu, is in my ashram. Both of you stay here in Tapashcharya and serve the cow with full faith and devotion. Let your wife serve her in the ashram. You accompany her when she goes to graze in the forest and carefully protect her. Do this until Nandini is pleased with you. Then she will bless you with children." The royal couple was extremely glad to know the cause of their childless condition. They prostrated before the sage and took leave of him. Living in the hut allotted to them, they discarded their royal clothes and, like the other ashramites, wore the bark of trees. They slept in the cowshed along with Nandini, taking care of her at night too. Early every morning, Sudakshina cleaned the shed, fed Nandini, and milked her. When she was ready to go for grazing, the king accompanied her, armed with his bow and arrow. The queen accompanied them up to the ashram gate and returned. In the forest, the king followed Nandini like a shadow and did not lose sight of her even for a minute. Thus a fortnight passed. One day the king accompanied Nandini to the forest as usual. He followed her carefully, but somehow, in one split second, when he was not looking, she dodged him and vanished. Where could she be? The king searched for her everywhere anxiously, but could not find her. Suddenly, he heard the roar of a lion and the piteous cry of Nandini. He ran in the direction of the sound. There, in a thick cluster of trees under a kadamba tree, he found them both. A fierce looking lion was attacking Nandini, who lay helplessly on the ground. One paw of the lion on her heart, Nandini looked at him tearfully, and the king blamed himself for his negligence. How could he have been so careless? He must somehow protect her. Immediately, he took up his bow and reached for an arrow. Mysteriously, he found himself paralyzed. Neither his hands nor legs could move. He could not draw the bowstring, and his hand remained hanging in midair. Then the lion spoke in a human voice. "It is futile to fight me, Dileepa. Do not consider me an ordinary lion. I am the divine vehicle of Parvati, who loves this kadamba tree very dearly. As the wild animals were coming and rubbing their bodies against the trunk of this tree, it was getting spoiled. So mother ordered me to keep watch to prevent the animals from coming here. All the animals who come here are my prey. Today Nandini has wandered here to become my food. You cannot help her. So go back and allow me to eat her. Dileepa was helpless. He couldn't move a muscle. How was he to protect his charge? He had only one alternative. He replied gently, "My salutations to you, O divine lion of Mother Parvati. What you say must be true because I am strangely paralyzed, though I am not ill. Nothing is hidden from you as you are divine. Nandini is under my protection, and as a king, it is my duty to protect all who are in danger. Now that you are determined to kill her, and I am not in a position to protect her with my valor, I am helpless. But if I do not do my duty, I shall be blamed. So accept me as your prey and let Nandini go. She will go back to my guru who will be waiting for her. Please do me this favor." The lion agreed to this and released Nandini. Dileepa closed his eyes, ready to be torn to pieces by the lion. And then a miracle happened. A sweet voice reached his ears. "I am pleased with you, Dileepa. Please open your eyes." Dileepa opened his eyes in surprise. There, before him, stood Nandini. There was neither the lion nor the cluster of trees. To the wonder-struck king, Nandini spoke. "Do not be surprised. All that happened was an illusion created by me to test you. No one can attack me. I am happy with your dedication. Your tapas is over. You will soon have a son. Let us go back to the ashram." The king was overjoyed. He bowed to Nandini with great devotion and they returned to the ashram. In due course, the king and queen were blessed with a healthy son.